Hello, my children. All right, I'm gonna try and keep it a little bit more high energy. I've been rewatching some of the videos, noticing I'm not kind of out there as much, and I don't want to be out down here all the time. And I feel like the reason I'm like that is because I'm not used to uh, projecting as much. But I'm as my TV can you can see on my TV if you know it. I wanted to talk about the current state of Call of Duty and my opinions and just some general things about what I think about where it's going and if I think it's heading in the wrong or the right direction or where it should be going. And I'm also going to tell you this right now. Um, I didn't really start playing the multiplayer till BO4, and then in the Modern Warfare type of thing, I only really started playing it around Modern Warfare 2, the not the original, the remake. I know I'm a pleb. I played the originals, but me and my stepbrother at the time was not able to play a lot of the online modes in video games. The only time we were is when Xbox had those, like, I think it was a week of free live, and I would use that for my Dragon Ball Xenoverse account, so that way I can get more CCP or what it was called, TP stuff for my character to make him look cooler. Because I'm pretty sure you had to have online like access to do that stuff, which completely dumb. But we're not talking about Xenoverse right now. Um, and uh, I think in terms of my opinion, I'm gonna give you guys my perspective of where I think where each game in the Black Ops and Modern Warfare games were for me. Except for I'm gonna tell you right now, Modern Warfare 1 I thought was okay. I didn't play it much because, again, I wasn't there much for the campaign. Multiplayer, in my opinion, the best campaign to exist in a Call of Duty is Modern Warfare 2, the remake. Uh, I've just had the most fun with it, and the characters are the most enjoyable, in my opinion. That's my opinion. You can have your own, and you can explain to me in the comments down below why I'm wrong. And before I jump right into it, I just want to tell you guys thank you for making it even this far, and please drop a like, comment, and a subscription if you would. If not, totally fine. You being here enough is just enough for me. But anyways, Black Ops 1. I didn't play World of War till way later. But again, we're mainly talking about Black Ops because the next one coming out is fucking this month, October. No, I think it's maybe next month or maybe December. It's coming out before the end of the year, is what I know, and is incredibly stupid. But I'll get to why I think that. Um, Black Ops 1 and Black Ops 2 were about the same for me because I wasn't able to get any of the DLC, and I saw it mainly through someone who played Call of Duty Zombies, and those games were pretty fucking high. The hype for it and the community was so good. They were very welcoming. They're not really welcoming. I didn't talk to many of them, but the YouTubers were very inviting as creators, and they helped nurture me into loving Call of Duty Zombies and Call of Duty in general. And then 3 is when things got, I think, the best in terms of zombies. In terms of zombies, I think that Call of Duty hit its peak in zombies around Black Ops 3. And the multiplayer kind of waned a lot because from what I've heard, because I know there's a lot of loot crates, and I also know AW did that, Advanced Warfare, and they it wasn't needed. Unlike Advanced Warfare, where the meta was locked behind it. I could be entirely wrong again. Tell me in the comments if I'm just fucking talking out my ass. This is more of a rant, and I played the beta too of Black Ops 7, if you're wondering, but again, off topic. Well, kind of on topic, but anyway. Black Ops 3 was the peak. There was Z House. There was a few Z Houses. Revelations coming out. Reviving the community again and making so many challenges possible, putting a lot of the big zombies YouTubers on the map for what would be the community and making the community what it was. And I think that's where mainly most people started joining. I could be completely wrong. A lot of people could be joining from War to War, and I could just be fucking wrong. But the multiplayer was just and I think they knew that going into 4. But I think 4, transitioning into 4, uh, also, it was one of the best ideas for them to transfer over the tools for the map creation to the community. I love when a lot of creators do that so that way the community can keep it alive themselves. In my opinion, that's what Valve needs to do when Team Fortress 2 inevitably withers and dies because they're not paying attention to it, and it's like a baby that you've left out in the fucking rain and no one's taking care of it. It needs help. It needs you. It needs you. Please go take care of it. We need more updates. But anyways, Call of Duty is just anyway. They wanted Call of Duty to be their Call of Duty Black Ops 4 to be their Fortnite, and if you think they didn't, they did. And you want to know how I know? There wasn't meant like when it was getting announced. I think at least I don't remember them being a lot about Blackout, and then all of a sudden, around when Fortnite started getting popular, I saw them lean so heavy into Blackout, and I'm like, what the fuck is this? I don't care about this. When I first saw it, I was like, okay. And I hadn't really gotten into Fortnite at the moment. And if I did, I think, again, I don't know. I got really into Fortnite around Season X, the 10th season of the original. I know I joined late, but I was in fucking high school and I didn't give a shit. But when I saw Blackout, and I'm like, all right, I'll give it a try. I'm seeing that a lot of the Call of Duty Zombies characters will be in it. I don't know, maybe it might have something to do with the storyline of Zombies because I was very heavily into that. I doubted it, and it didn't. Thank God. But then I saw the trailer for Zombies, and leading into like Zombies and like multiplayer, everyone was the most hype I've seen them. Following off of Black Ops 3, Zombies was at like a all-time high. People were craving. They saw the Titanic. They were losing their fucking minds. I didn't like how it was a different timeline initially. And then when I heard it was, I was like, whatever. And then I heard, oh, we're also getting new shit from the original timeline. I'm like, great, we're going to get more of the guys, the boys. Yes. And then it came out and I was just like, Blood of the Dead's cool. Classified's good. And Tog Der Toten. When Tog Der Toten came out, I bought it immediately because I heard it was the end. It was the end of the sacred timeline that we have known and loved for so long. And I think my fucking Call of Duty is don't care. Anyway. And I was like, thank God. I was like, they're going to give these characters such a good send-off. And I'm going to buy it. And I'm going to be one of the first people, along with everyone else, to play it. I played it. Thought it was alright. I still think it's an alright map. I think that Black Ops 4, in my opinion, is hated on way too much. I think, though, the middle part of it, of Zombies at least, get rid of it. Still haven't done half the shit in the other maps. The most I've touched in that little middle gray area is Omega. What was it called? I don't fucking know. The Nuketown one. And that was it. I was like, after I got one of the dual Omega Mark IIs, I was like, this map's peaked. And then I didn't fucking touch it. And I tried touching it like maybe 6 months ago. And I was like, nope. And then the multiplayer is when I started. This was when I started getting really into the multiplayer. The multiplayer fucks. Not really. It was okay. I thought it was a better version of the operator class in Black Ops 3. It felt more balanced, unlike the original where it was like, oh, there's only really 2 classes that make sense to pick. Other than that, what are you doing? And even then, they weren't amazing. This one, They had, I can't even name some of them. They had like one dude with a katana that was in the uh, Black Ops 3 that used a Ripper. He was cool. He's who I mained when he came out. That was pretty fucking hype. Um, and I thought that, I thought this would be like a 5 year game. I thought that, like, oh, finally a Call of Duty that is like progressively getting updates. And I feel like that's what they wanted to do because they had a battle pass and everything. I think it was the first time like a Call of Duty had like a battle pass. It might have been AW. I don't fucking know. I didn't touch that game much. I played the zombies of that one and then I didn't touch it. But and the zombies was fucking atrocious. It was awful. The best map, and that was the first one. And even then, it was so abysmal. But anyways, uh, yeah, it was good to a point. But then I just kind of went, like most Call of Duties that I touch and do the multiplayer of. I went, I've had enough. I don't strive to get anything out of this anymore. No point. They're not. And oh yeah, so the whole thing where they're doing the whole Call of Duty, this is Call of Duty Forever thing. I feel like they wanted to do that battle pass and whatever. And they had events. They had superhero themed stuff, and I ended up buying one of the battle pass stupidly. And not gonna lie, I thought it was cool. And then I played a little bit of Blackout. Thought it was mediocre. Didn't think it was finished. Come to find out, it wasn't finished. It was basically still working in progress. And then in the middle of them working on the campaign, they went, get the fuck off that and go do fucking Blackout. And then they left in some of the cutscenes, leaving some little bit of lore that I didn't give a shit about. Stretch. Have kind of the stagnation of the zombies community, where Modern Warfare 2 no, Modern Warfare came out. I didn't really play it much. And then you had Cold War. Cold War, again, not as hype as BO4. I think people underestimate and forget how hype BO4 was. But when Cold War came out, my editor right now, who's probably going to be editing this, was actually interested in it, and I bought it for him at the time so that way we could play it. And we got so interested, I was even trying to get like the max camo on the fucking knife on multiplayer, and he enjoyed zombies a lot with me. Him, as someone that didn't really play zombies much, was enjoying it. And I, myself, who was a avid lover and enjoyer of zombies, loved it a lot. It was my bread and butter. I fucking loved the first map. It was Nocturne Totem, but better. It felt like they did the jet gun, but better. And that's going to be a theme with the next one. And the ray gun, actually pretty fucking good. And multiplayer, again, I thought it was pretty good. We didn't basically nothing but play fucking Nuketown, and I think that weighed on my editor a lot. He, I think, fucking hated it after a bit, because I kept trying to do that, because you had to do the grenade launcher and kill people with it, but you can't, like, shoot it and it hits them and they die. You have to hit it near them and then they die, which was camera focus, which was a very odd thing to do, but whatever. I never did it. I got the knife up to gold, and then I said, fuck it, that's all I need. And then the next map came out, Firebase Z, and we were like, yo, this shit's fucking sick. We got a portal gun. We got objectives we can do. It's Vietnam. It's Vietnam, guys. It's Vietnam. This is fucking insane. And I was like, yeah, this is fucking cool. And my brother, my stepbrother, was like, yeah, this is so cool. I love Vietnam. It's going to be so cool. It's going to be like a flamethrower probably and everything. And the map came out and we were loving it. And we even tried doing the Easter egg. We didn't fucking end up completing that shit because we are ass at doing Easter eggs. Later we're better. But I'm never going back to beat it. I might sometime. Maybe if you guys want me to, I can stream it. I would love doing a stream of doing a bunch of the zombies Easter eggs I never got to do, but not the point. We're getting back to the topic. So we enjoyed it, and then the next map after that came out, we touched it. I think a collective of 4 times, and then we didn't fucking touch it. And then I saw the ending to the entire thing on YouTube and said, makes sense. Milo will make a video about why it makes sense. The Raffle Waffle himself, Mr. Raffle Waffles, he did. I don't remember it because it is so goddamn confusing. And then Modern Warfare 2 came out. We all played it. We loved it. I'm not gonna lie. We didn't love it. My editor's gonna say he hated it. He liked it. We all kind of liked it. We got back into the groove of it. We played it a lot, and then we fell off from it. Third one came out. We said, this could have been a DLC. Fuck that. And I'm gonna say this with the Modern Warfare franchise. I don't know where the fuck they're gonna go. They're kind of just fucked because if they make a Modern Warfare 4, people were gonna go, this could have been the third one. But instead, you guys decided to make a $50 DLC, and I was a dumbass enough to buy it for me and 2 other friends. So I spent $150 on a game that they didn't barely. No, I think. Yeah, I did. And then so did my buddy Jacob, and we actually played it a little bit, but still. I'm just gonna say this: what the fuck are you gonna do? The entire thing is just the story was like 2 hours. Kratos' voice actor even called you guys out. What the fuck? I know this is an old like thing, but like, you guys had like the perfect thing to do. In my opinion, it would have been more ballsy. Spoiler alert! Spoiler alert for a fucking shit game. Soap dies, but I think it would be a bolder choice for Ghost to die, the guy that was supposed to die in the second one. But no, let's keep it. Let's keep it like the original guys. Let's kill the fucking guy that everyone loves. Let's keep that shocking and gripping. I did not give a fuck. I didn't even know who Soap was when I played the second game and I saw the death. I was just like, this is sad. This guy's giving real hard emotion. And then when I saw it in 3, I'm like, I don't give a fuck. But anyway, that game, shit. And then I saw we got an announcement for a BO6, and I was like, oh yeah, Black Ops. Been a minute, hasn't it? And I was like, you know what? Let's give it a try, guys. It's coming out on Game Pass. No reason for us not to. We played it for a bit. Mainly zombies. My editor did not want to play the multiplayer. He played it a little bit, thought it was alright. I'm gonna be honest, it is alright. But that's the issue. It's okay. It didn't improve enough upon BO4. Well, not BO4, BO5, which is Cold War, to where sorry, my voice. Ugh. Sorry, I'm not used to enunciating this much in front of a camera, but anyway, so fucking God just took out my brain and scrubbed it with a fucking forgetful sponge. But oh yeah, Black Ops 6. When I heard it was called Black Ops 6, I was like, fucking dropped the ball on the last one, but all right. It's just okay. It doesn't feel like it didn't feel like they gave it enough. That's the issue with a lot of CODs. It doesn't feel like they're giving it enough time. And from what I played at 7, feels like the same fucking game, basically. That's it. And here's the thing. Okay, I'm going to get to my conclusion of this game first. Zombies is real fun, but they did the same thing, the same exact fucking thing, except for it's not a beloved fucking zombies map they took and they redid. What they did is just take that map no one cared about, not a map, a setting no one would care about, made it interesting, made it to where it showed the objectives you were supposed to do, so it appealed more to the casuals, which I don't fucking mind. It showed the objectives to a certain extent, but then they brung back the jet gun to bring in the OGs. And I'm calling myself an OG because if I've been around since Black Ops 1, I can call myself that. I've been through the highs and lows. There's no reason not to call me one. But anyway, uh, I get so frustrated. I can't fucking think. I got ADHD, and my brain's just here, there. My voice is in my balls. But anyway, um, fuck. Uh, they did what they did in Cold War to this one. They just did it a little bit differently. And it's not a fucking, like, nobody characters from the fucking campaign originally. At least one is. And I'm gonna be honest, this is my least favorite fucking cast of crew. And I know it's like, oh, you get to choose who's your operator. They're not canon. The canon ones are ass. What about that? But anyway, the story, I thought the story was going right, and then I just stopped. We stopped. Oh no, we did the first two's Easter egg. I remember I beat it 4 times, and I did the fucking thing 6 in order to make it to where all my friends could try and beat it, and it was like fun. It felt like a challenge. It felt like something that I could be like, guys, we did it. We beat the Easter egg. We beat both of them. The first one I needed a little bit more help, but the second one I was the one that people came to, and I'm gonna be honest, the second one was way harder to remember. And then the third map came out, and me and my buddy did it, and no one else did. I don't think my editor touched it. I don't think my other buddy even played it. Neither did my stepbrother. Because it just stopped being, like, it just stopped. I don't know what happened. That's the thing with Call of Duty. It feels like you're just doing the same thing. And it doesn't feel like you're improving, not even improving. It doesn't feel exciting. These characters, these operators, they're not as iconic. And in my opinion, it ain't even like a whole realism thing. You could have a cyborg, a man made out of bananas, and a toothpaste salesman, and a fucking the Pope, and you could make it the most interesting cavalcade of characters that you could ever put to fucking screen, and it would just be, it could be good. But here's the thing. All you do is you make these just nothing burger statements all the time. We don't know anything about them. For example, Nikolai, you would hear so much about how his wives and stuff like that. You would hear personality from that. You would get threatened by Tank Dempsey and talk about how he whipped people into shape and shit like that. And Takeo or whatever would talk about his, like, you know, he would talk about honor and, like, just about being a little bit of a bitch, but I love him. And then you've got Richtofen just being an unhinged maniac, and it was just so iconic. I get that they are caricatures of their races, not even races, nationalities, but you could easily make that like anything. Like, you could make them like a Borderlands situation where, yeah, you have these 4 like original characters, but then you occasionally introduce a new character that builds off them, but no, you don't. You just keep giving them these cookie cutter statements to make all the time. It's like in fucking Cold War, when Woods came out, he would stab people and go, "You're dead." No shit, dude. He's fucking obliterated on the floor because you stabbed him and his balls are on the ceiling. Like, what? Give me something. You could easily talk about, like, putting your boot up his ass and stuff like that, and be like, oh my, there are so many things that you could do with this, but you don't. And the new characters are going to be in it, and I hope to God that they bring some just life to this series, because it needs so bad, and I don't want to see it wither away and die. And the multiplayer, the thing is with it, again, I think the issue is with the operators and people getting tired of it is because, in my opinion, you did something cool at the beginning. You gave us something where it was like, oh, a person being a zombie, or like being an anime-esque character with like kawaii stuff all over him. That's fine. That's okay. And I get it. That's not like your grounded stuff, but occasionally release some grounded stuff that looks cool. Like, there's so many tactical people that look awesome. And just do stuff like that, and you could easily keep making content for both sides. But then keep the stuff like American Dad and fucking like Beavis and Butthead as like name cards or like like banners or like gun skins. You could easily make them little dudes that run on your gun. Like, you're trying to and I know they're trying to compete with Fortnite, and it ain't fucking working because Fortnite didn't, like, they're not based in this real-time shooter, which, again, I know I said something about like it being a real-time shooter, but listen, it can be both. It can be for the people. You could easily have people, like, if they got a whole party together, they could be like, all right, guys, two teams, we're going to be as realistic as possible, wear your gear, and then we're going to go at each other. And then you've got the people that wear the fucking kawaii schoolgirl outfit and the cel-shaded people and the guns spraying everywhere. That you could have both, but there's a limit. There is a limit to the multiplayer, in my opinion, and Warzone to where it can stop. Like, for example, one of the coolest fucking things that they did was do a collab with Hellsing Ultimate, where Alucard was in it. Alucard is a gritty character. A gnat is in my fucking room. Anyway. Got him. Got that bitch. Fuck you. But yeah, there is it's just a line. And I think Call of Duty 7, Black Ops 7 can do that. But goddamn. And here's the thing. With 7, this is what so that's my opinion on 6. Just take everything I said there, my opinion on 6. 7, it's just going to be the same thing. I'm going to try and convince my friends to play with me. But you know what's going to happen? We're going to do the same thing that we did last time. Play the first fucking release and probably enjoy it a lot. I'm not going to lie to you. I probably will enjoy it. But here's the thing. That'll be me after a fucking 2 months at the most. Because you guys can't let this fucking series have more than a year on the oven. You ever hear what happened with fucking Assassin's Creed? They dropped one of the best fucking Assassin's Creed after their hiatus. Origins. Origins is still praised as one of the best just open world games. It's a good game. Not just an Assassin's Creed game. It's an amazing game. If you do that to COD, I think you should take a 2 to 3 year break on COD. I know that must be earth-shattering to all the single fathers out there. I'm joking. I love you guys. But you could easily do that and still make a good game. You could give it the oomph. Just keep adding to in my opinion, I would just scrap 7, save it, and just keep building on it for another year or two. Give the community time. We need breaks. That's why things like fighting games work so well, because in between Mortal Kombat, we have the previous one to dwell on. Now, I will say the last one is not one I would like to dwell on for long, but I'm going to have to deal with what I have. But still, just give it time. That's all I wanted to say. And I know this has been like an incoherent mess. My editor's going to have a hell of a time. I'm probably going to I might have some zombies gameplay to add to this. I might not. Just to have you guys look at something while I'm over here ranting and raving. But anyway, I just wanted to thank you guys for watching this. And that's all I wanted to say about all that. But I hope you have a good rest of your day. And if you did make it this far, thank you. Thank you very much. I have a Twitter now. I will link it in the description. I will post this on my Twitter. If you're from Twitter, hello. I doubt it. I don't have very many followers on there. But still, if you're from there, I do appreciate it. But thank you all, and I hope you guys have a good rest of your night.